Hey everyone, Roy here with another video, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Leroy. I go by Roy. I make my money from home online, and that allows me to have more time to spend doing the things that I love to do, like hanging out with family, which I have in the other room waiting for me to be done doing this, and hanging out doing things like playing WoW, which I'm going to do again and talk to you today. So, hope you enjoy. Stick around, and if you're new here, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, go down to the comments and write I subscribed so that I can show you my appreciation. Okay, let's get into it. So today I'm probably not going to go down and farm like I normally do because I believe I have some quests and I need Valdrakken rep. So I'm going to be doing these couple of quests that I found over in the time area and talking to you while I'm over there. Now, today's subject, I wanted to talk about a good number for making money online, like a yearly number. Let's just pick 100K. 100K is really not that hard to hit in the online space. When you think about a job, a typical job, you have a set amount of money, and it takes a long time to get anywhere decent because your raises are like tinky little, and it doesn't matter the effort you put in. It doesn't matter. You put in barely more than is expected of you, you get barely more of a raise. You put in a whole bunch more than is expected of you, you still get that teeny ass little raise. And it takes years, and honestly, most of the time the raise doesn't even cover the cost of living. So let me just change my sound options here a little bit because I forgot to do that. Pop it down to about there. Okay. Now, when you make money online from home, then you really have a lot more control over your finances, because once you get things down and you have a system and you know what you're doing, which really doesn't take that long, you just start following the process, right? Then you have control. You want more money? Great. Put in more effort. It's really that simple, and there's not a cap. It's not like you're going to get 25 cents an hour for putting in a little extra effort over time. No, you're going to get hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands, depending on the amount of effort that you put in. You really have control over it. There is no cap. And that is quite awesome to think about. Most people can't even fathom it because they're so used to a system where you just get paid what you paid, and it is what it is, and life just happens to you because that's just the way life is, and you have no control. Well, that's not really the case. You're not a tree. You can get up and move. You can change your circumstances. You can design your life. You can build, work, dream, create whatever you want. You have that power and ability within yourself. You just have to lean into it, and when you get the opportunity, don't let it pass you by. Take advantage. And yeah, sometimes it's risky. Sometimes it's scary. Hell, you're doing something you've never done before. Of course you don't know how to do it. Of course you're probably going to suck for a little bit until you start getting things figured out. But if you stay determined and you stay consistent, you will figure it out. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep what you're doing consistent. And again, you will see the results that you want to see. Now, I'm going to go back to the $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year with the side hustle that I do is really just 3 commissions a day. It's honestly not that hard to reach. 3 commissions a day. I think I might have gone to the wrong area. Yep. Do you think that you could generate 3 commissions a day? I mean, just 3. Just 3, that's it. Once you get 3, you're good. And if you want more than 100K a year, you put in the effort that will equal the results that you want. And there's a saying in the online community, and that is, successful people don't do certain things. They do certain things a certain way. And it's not necessarily that they're smarter than everybody else. They just figured out a way to be efficient at doing what they do. That's it. That's it. You figured out a formula, right? You figure out a way to make things happen, a way to do things a certain way, just like the training. I give you training for free that'll walk you through step by step what you need to do every day to learn how that you can generate an income online. It's really the purpose, right? And it goes a lot deeper than that because the company that I represent, that is part of my side hustle, it has real products and services. It has real tools and things that you can use in your daily life to not only make money, but to save money. As you save more money, then you have more money. Oof. Oh yeah, I'm doing this way wrong. Hold on. Okay. Looks like it says you start over, buddy. So I'm gonna have to focus a little here. These guys move in a weird pattern. Ooh. Oh, and there's the chest. Okay. So you could, let's say you don't want to put in the effort to actually make a full-time income and you just want to use the products for their capability of making your life better, which is saving more money, because it's not about how much you make. It really isn't. Everybody thinks that they make more money, they're going to have all these fancy things and do all that, but all those ideas really just equate to you spending more money. Because if you make more money, you're going to just increase your lifestyle, and you're going to be just as broke as you were before, only now you have even more responsibilities, even more things you got to take care of. Yeah, you know, buying all these things sounds great, but with all of those things comes a responsibility and an upkeep and, you know, maintenance, that kind of stuff. So it really doesn't necessarily give you any more freedom per se, unless you figure out how to earn enough that you can then, you know, maybe pay somebody else to do it, or you actually have freedom. Because in your typical, you know, JOB, you don't end up having any freedom. You spend all that time and you don't end up getting more freedom. You just have more money, and then you're putting in how much effort to get how much more money, right? You gotta calculate it out. And then you start spending that more money, you know, having a better lifestyle with your family, whatever, okay? And all of a sudden, now you're even busier. You're less happy than you were before because your time is now split between all these things that you got to take care of and all these things that you do, and you end up feeling like there is no time for you, which is true. You end up not having time to take care of yourself and take care of your own needs. Yeah, it's true, you don't want to be selfish. You know, you can live in service, all those great things. But that'll only get you so far. True happiness, you have to learn yourself. Let each man learn to know himself, right? Know what your needs are, what you need to be happy. You know, most people don't even actually sit and contemplate and think about the things that they need to do in order to generate the happiness that they want, or the things that they want that'll make them truly happy. And it doesn't always have to be money related. It really doesn't. There are lots of things that can make you happy that aren't necessarily related to money, but money helps you gain the freedom so that you can experience the things that make you happy. And again, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. You think millionaires, and I've said this so many times, but I'm going to keep saying it. You think millionaires are millionaires because they had $1 million and they spent it? Or do you think millionaires are millionaires because they still have $1 million? Yeah. Let that sink in a little bit. Because even if you, let's say you work a $40,000 a year job, which most people should have, right? At least a 40,000. It's really hard to even make much of a life with a $40,000 a year job. But, you know, most people should have at least that. If you do that for 25 years, at least a $40,000 income, $1 million will cruise through your hands in that amount of time. Chances are it was all spent on bills, cars, relationships, what have you. But if you can learn how to live on less than 100% of your income, and this is a key, less than 100% of your income, and start putting it away into an investment, putting it away into a high yield savings account, putting it away into a certificate of deposit, putting it away into something that is going to generate you more money. Make your money work for you to generate more, and learn the little practices that are doing just that, making your money generate more money. Continue that. Make a life of living on less than you make. And it's not about just setting up away enough to make it through the season, setting away enough to make it through a couple of months if you don't end up having work. You've got to do more than that. You've got to think about it a little bit harder than that. You got to put a little more effort into it than that. You got to have a way so that, yes, you have an income coming in, right? But you're putting a portion of that towards yourself. Just like religions want you to put away, 10% or whatever for tithing to keep the church going or whatever, you should be paying yourself a certain amount of money as well, and putting that away for your own future, for your family's future, and making it so that it generates more. And yeah, 401ks do that to a point, right? But that can't just be the total amount. That can't just be the total effort and you're done. Again, you got to have a little more control. Just like I was talking about at first. You want to have a job or a way to generate income so that as you put in more effort, you get more reward, not a set amount with a cap like an hourly wage. So what I'm really talking about is creating a life that is more what will make you happy. And yeah, one of the ways I chose how to do that is to stay home and make my money from home. I don't have to, leave the house and go on a commute and enter a workspace and get necessarily dressed up. I choose to dress like this because I like it. It makes me feel good. But I don't have to. I could come to work in my pajamas. Honestly, I don't even get on video chat in my meetings. I could work wearing whatever I want or not. And there is a certain amount of give and take when working from home. You have to negotiate with your significant other the times that you're going to spend being busy generating the income or producing for the family. You have to negotiate that time and make it important. Treat it like it is your job, because it could be, you could actually do that. And if you don't negotiate those times, then those times get walked all over. And then it's really hard to have any productive time, because it seems like the moment you really get started in on something, then here comes everybody wanting your help with, the daily ins and outs of the household and everything else, and you don't ever have time to focus on what's important in the moment. So you have to learn how to be efficient. And yeah, all of these things take some effort, but it's not necessarily hard, and there's ways that you can work on your own mindset, your own thinking, and your own thought process, because how you feel about something determines the outcome. If you feel like making any kind of income online is a scam and it's not necessarily really exerting yourself and you should get a real job, then fine, that's how you feel. Then don't do it, you know? But if you feel like you would like to have the freedom that working from home can bring, and the ability to have more control over your finances and what you're actually worth, and realize that you are actually worth more to begin with, then there's a way to do that. And that's how you feel about it. You can make it happen. You can make it happen. But not if you don't ever start and you don't actually ever put forth any kind of real effort. I'm missing this. What even is it? It's disturbed dirt. Oh, it's right there. Anyways, those are the messages I really wanted to talk about today. Hope you enjoyed the video. And again, everything I've been talking about, the side hustle that I do, will be in the description of this video. So go check it out. Start today. See you on the next video.